Hey guys, before the video starts, I just want to explain a couple things about this video very quickly. And the reason that it is late, this video is actually about 2 weeks late. I recorded this about 2 weeks ago, and I recorded it with the assumption that I was going to upload it, the day after, or maybe 2 days after. However, some things came up. I had some medical issues I had to deal with. I was in the hospital for almost a week, and then I didn't come home immediately. And effectively I've been away from my computer for about a week and a half. You guys don't need to worry about anything about me. I'm fine. You don't need to worry. Nothing life-threatening, nothing too major. I'm perfectly good now, but I just wanted to explain the reason why this video is so late and explain why in the recording I may make it seem like it's not that late when it clearly is late. So I just wanted to clear up that that could be a confusion. And yeah, so I don't want to make this little intro rambly too long, so let's go ahead and just get into the video. Yo guys, it's slyroh. You already know that today I'm bringing you guys my battle for Week 9 of the Pokemon Premier League Division 1 Season 4. This week we're taking on Monotooi and the Tampa Bay Luxrays. Now, I do say battle, and you do see the team builder, because I'm incorporating them into one video today, because the battle was on Showdown, and it wasn't a particularly long battle. Also, this is late as it is, so I figure why spend all the time and effort to make two different videos when I can just combine them into one for about the same length as one of my regular battle videos, and it just makes more sense just to make it one video. It takes less time, less effort, it's easier for me, and I think it's just better that way. I don't spend like 20 minutes rambling about the team and then whatever. So I'm actually going to do a very quick team analysis, which I know I've said before, but this one I'm for real, because I actually built this team pretty quickly. Mono's team, I'm going to go ahead and bring it up now as I'm just kind of talking about it, but I do not have a good matchup at all, in my opinion, so I have not been looking forward to this game all season, because I don't think I have a good chance to win it, and yeah, so that's kind of how I was feeling. And then as we lead up to the days of the battle, I actually got pretty sick. I guess sick is the right word. I didn't get like traditional sick. I think I've explained in another video I was having issues with my jaw, and that just kind of leads to other problems like not being able to eat, and then you just feel like really crappy. So it was kind of one thing led to another, and I was not feeling good. So I did have to kind of wait till I was feeling a little bit better to at least build a team that might be able to stand a chance. So, and that's also why the battle's late, so you can blame me. And yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about this team and my team, and then we will get into the battle. If you do want to skip, I should probably said that, I'll put it in the top of the description. I'll put a little timestamp for you to skip the team analysis so you can just go straight to the battle. Alright, so to hear the quick team analysis, here we go. Mono's team consists of Mew, Terrakion, Thundurus Eye, Fortress, Skuntank, Mega Altaria, Jellicent, Piloswine, Yanmega, Heatmor, and Abra. So that's a team. It has very scary things that I don't like going against, and yeah, like Skuntank always finds a way to do stuff to me. Jellicent is not a fun thing to plan for, neither is Mew or Terrakion. My last couple times against Mew have not been very good. Yeah, I just faced a Thundurus last week, and planning for that was not very fun, so this is about the same, and Mega Altaria, just, I don't really have much for, so that's going to be fun. So let's go ahead and do a quick run through of my team, why it's here. I do have Caterpillar, the Scolipede, with a Lomberry speed boost, Poison Jab, Earthquake, Mega Horn, Rock Slide, Max Attack, Max Speed, Jolly, because Thundurus is 111, 112, I want to outspeed. Lomberry is 40 if he goes for Prankster T-Wave. I can get out of that encounter not being T-Waved, so I can start speed boosting on him, outspeed, and I can possibly run through his team depending on what's left, but he does have switch-ins. He does have Fortress, Jellicent, Piloswine, yeah, mostly them. And it's not like I can OHKO everything else either. Other stuff would need to be worn down a little bit, but these are the 4 best moves to hit his team for the most amount of damage. So, next mon is going to be Scarf Togekiss. not the first time I brought this, but it is going to be max speed timid to speed tie with the max speed Jolly Mega Altaria, like if it's Dragon Dance. I still have, at the worst, speed tie a Mega Altaria +1, and then I can Dazzling Gleam, which does plenty, or I can just try Air Slash flinching it, whatever. And then I have Flamethrower, Grass Knot. Grass Knot's really only for Jellicent, because if it's not especially defensive, Grass Knot is a 2-hit KO. And Flamethrower is mostly for Fortress, because it's 4 times weak to fire. So, there's that. Yeah. And then we have Reuniclus is my main defensive thing. I don't really have switch-ins to his team. I'm going to have to try and win by out-offensing, which is also going to be very hard. But Reuniclus is going to be physically defensive, Assault Vest Regenerator, with Psychic, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, and Hidden Power Fire. Again, 4 moves that can basically hit his whole team. Doesn't super hit Skuntank, like, at all. There's probably some other things that it doesn't do, like, super lots of damage to. That I can see right off the... I mean, you know, it's one of those things. It'll do damage, it's not going to, like, OHKO anything. But this is kind of switch-ins to things when I need it to be, with Regenerator to get its health back. I am going to be bringing also those specially defensive Mega Steelix. The ability doesn't matter, I don't even know if that's what I went into the battle with. But Rock Slide, Fire Fang, Heavy Slam, and Earthquake. Again, 4 moves that I basically do the most, have the most coverage for his whole team. But this is, I want to say mostly for, this is the main thing that can deal with Yanmega. It'll stop Yanmega from doing lots of stuff to me. Somewhat Thunderous, and this is just like, also, I don't know, I say Fortress, but it stops Fortress from Volt Switching on me, because, like, I don't care about if Fortress, like, explodes on me, because I'm on Mega Steelix, or Volt Switches, but, yeah, I kind of decided not to go with Stealth Rocks, which might not be the best idea, but I don't have 5 move slots. Then we have our second choice Scarfer, because we always bring 2 choice Scarfers. Tyranitar is coming back after a few weeks of really not being around. Crunch, Earthquake, Stone Edge, Fire Punch, that's enough speed to outspeed probably a max speed Thunderous Eye. If it's not, then, wait, what was that for? That was for that. What is this? No. 180? Yeah, that's actually it. So, same thing, Thunderous Eye is what that outspeeds. And 4 moves to give you the best move coverage for his whole team with the Unnerve ability, because I know Mono is a person that likes to use berries, and T-Tar is very strong and doesn't want berries hindering any of his super cool moves from doing stuff, like, you know, Jellicent holding a Cold Berry, no. Fortress holding a Knockaberry, no. Like, I don't like any of those things, so I'm not going to let them happen, at least when T-Tar's on the field. And then last but not least is going to be a choice Banded, Victini with V-Create, U-Turn, Bolt Strike, Will-O-Wisp. You know how Victini goes. V-Create, Bolt Strike, U-Turn are really the only moves that ever matter on a Victini set, especially when it's, well, okay, on a physical Victini set, sorry. It's also going to be max speed Jolly to be able to speed tie at worst with the Mew. If the Mew is there, then I can U-turn on it, turn 1, get lots of damage, and I can kind of scout a set right away. So that is the main purpose of that. And yeah, so I just outspeed everything. I mean, whether Jolly or not, I mean, V-Create still hurt, Bolt Strike still hurt, so it is what it is. Will-O-Wisp is thrown on there in case I just want to try and, like, Will-O-Wisp thinking that Mega Altaria is going to come in, which I could on this set. And at least force it to, like, Heal Bell or something, or maybe he doesn't have it, and then he's a burned Mega Altaria, so that would suck. But that is going to wrap up the team analysis portion of this video, so I will see you in a second for the battle. Alright, and we are here for the battle against Monotooi. If you guys skipped here over the team analysis video, then shame on you, but no, it's fine. These are the 6 Pokemon. You probably could have at least skimmed through to see what these sets are, so I'm not going to go over them again. But we can see the 6 Pokemon that Mono decided to bring were Terrakion, Thunderous Eye, Jellicent, Fortress, Mega Altaria, and Skuntank. So, thankfully, there's no Mew, so I don't need to worry about that. but that's about it, because everything else that's scary is here. Yeah, there really wasn't anything else that I was kind of happy about seeing. You know, everything here is really spooky. So, after initially thinking that I was gonna go, like, lead off with Victini maybe, to, like, do lots of damage to the probably Fortress lead, I figured I would lead off with something that no matter what led off, I wouldn't have the worst starting matchup. So I'm actually going to go ahead and let's go ahead and play. I start out with the Mega Steelix, which at the same time might not have been the best thing, because if Jellicent started out, then that wouldn't have been a good thing. But I do get my Mega off right away, and he is going to get a bunch of rocks. I don't have hazard removal, and there's a Fortress. I didn't really realize that until right before the battle, and well, you know, it was too late to change it, and I really should have brought some, but it is what it is. So there's Roxette and a layer of spikes on my side for the entire duration of the game, unless he wants to defog them away with Skuntank, but I don't have hazards either. So that sucks. But yeah, I do kill the Fortress in 2 turns without really taking any damage on the Mega Steelix, which is great. Jellicent comes in. I don't really have switch-ins, so I go into Togekiss, which does take a Scald and does not get burned. And I decided that my best play is to Air Slash, because he doesn't really have any resists for it outside of Thundurus, so, you know, you predict that one a little bit. I thought about staying in and trying to Air Slash flinch him, but it really wasn't worth it. Thought he might Focus Blast, predicting the Mega Steelix, and thought that if he did go for Dark Pulse, I could just regenerate it off. I went to Reuniclus, but he Nasty Plots. Very scary. That means that I have to just attack him now. He goes for the Thunderbolt. We do live, so that's really good. I don't know what the roll on that was, and I go for the Psychic to bring him down a little bit. I could have predicted this and gone out into Mega Steelix, but then I wanted to keep Mega Steelix healthy because Mega Altaria is still there, so I just let Reuniclus die, and I got Scolpede, which I know can outspeed, and then the thing that I did with Scolpede happened. He tried to T-Wave me, I got my Lumberry, and we take him out, and Thundurus is dead. So he's not going to be able to set up like that and just beat us right away. We also have taken down 2 Pokemon. I was actually very scared of getting 6-0'd because I thought my matchup was very bad, and Mono is a very good player, and I'm very average, slightly above average player, so I didn't know how this was going to go. But back comes in the Jellicent, and again, I still don't really have a switch-ins to it. It's not like I didn't plan for the Jellicent, but I didn't really plan for the Jellicent. Not on purpose, just it kind of happened. I guess it got overlooked a little bit. I have some offensive moves to deal with it, but I don't really have any ways to switch into it, which I really didn't think about. Yeah, so, yeah, that's really just unfortunate. Kind of bad team prep that I missed that a little bit, and we will get back to that. But he's going to switch out, and I go for the Choice Banded Bolt Strike. That crit mattered, because, yeah, there's no way that that would have taken out Skuntank. So that crit mattered, but oh well. We don't lose to Skuntank, which is really cool. I can live one more hazard switch in with Victini, so I figure, hey, I've been keeping Mega Steelix alive and healthy for a reason, and this is the reason. Because he's going to Mega Up, and he is going to Dragon Dance. And I'm like, alright, I can dance with you all day, that's no problem. And I'm going to go for a Heavy Slam, but he does switch out into the Jellicent. Again, just showing me that this is such a problem. We get a crit, but, I mean, whatever. And at this point, I really don't know what to do here. So I stay in and just go for damage, waiting to see like what else he'll do, and he Acid Armors, which is no bueno. So he's going to increase his defense, meaning that I really don't have much, because if you look at my last 4 mons that are there, they're all physical attackers. So yeah, I go into Victini because I was hoping maybe he'd set up another Acid Armor and then he would still die to a Bolt Strike. But he recovers, and now I can't take him out with a Bolt Strike, but if I get a crit, then maybe. We'll see. And he just Acid Armors more, which I don't know is super necessary. I guess one more does kind of make sense, but we go for the Bolt Strike, and he just recovers up again. And at this point, I feel like he doesn't need to go for another one, but I think he does recover again, and we do get the para. So, I don't know, at this point I feel like he's just baiting the crit. If any of these Bolt Strikes end up being a crit, this Jellicent is dead, and things are looking way in our favor. So, yeah, but it doesn't work out for us. We don't get the crit. I was thinking that maybe we could, we're on Showdown. Hacks does tend to seem to be higher sometimes, so I was hoping maybe we could get a crit and we could kill the Jellicent, but not looking likely. And so I'm basically sending in Tyranitar to try the same thing. If I can get a crit, then we can kill the Jellicent, and then Scolipede can do actually Scolipede and Mega Steelix can do a lot to Terrakion and Mega Altaria. So that would have been great, but then he burns me, so even if I crit there, pretty sure it would not have killed. So that's super annoying. He just keeps recovering up in our face just to make sure that nothing goes crazy on his end, just doing the safe plays, which is super fair. And yeah, so he's just gonna let me die to burn, and we officially lose this game. The only two ways I had to take out this Jellicent, at least with the mons that were still left, were basically negated. So I didn't get any crits with the Bolt Strike from Victini or the Crunch on Tyranitar, and therefore the Jellicent's going to stay alive, and I just have nothing. So I give up here. I don't forfeit, but I just kind of start clicking buttons. I was trying to go up for at least one cheeky Paraflinch, which I did get, but he lost 5.3%, and then he gets leftovers and he gets like 6%. So I'm like, alright, I'll stop doing that. So I just start hitting other moves because it really doesn't matter. And he doesn't burn Steelix either, so that would have quickened up the game. But essentially, the game is over here. It really doesn't matter. Jellicent was too good. It's not like I didn't have other ways. Like, I had an Energy Ball on Reuniclus. I had Grass Knot on Togekiss. And this was looking like possibly a physically defensive Jellicent, so I would have been able to a KO. So it's, it's not like I didn't have anything. It's just Jellicent kept being brought in the worst times, and I didn't have a switch into it. So kind of overlooked that a bit. Kind of sucks, but we are going to lose 3-0, which isn't too bad. We are kind of middle of the table, middle of the pack. Like, we're just kind of here. It's not looking likely that we'll be relegated. It's definitely not likely that we're gonna win the title. So we're just kind of here playing games. It is what it is. So I'm not really sweating any it don't matter. We lose, we lose. We win, we win. It's all good. We got 2 more games, and it's whatever. So not super worried about it. Good game, Mono. Those. Better than I thought it would go, because I thought I was going to lose worse. But yeah, maybe next time I just need to draft Jellicent so I can stop worrying about facing it. I think this might have been the first. No, I think this is the second time I've ever actually faced a Jellicent in League format. I've planned for it multiple times, but I think this is only the second time that one has been brought against me. And both times that they've been brought, I have lost. So maybe I just need to draft it, and then that can't happen. So, that is, woo! Gonna do that. And I'm going to get up out of here. Next week, we play Liam, otherwise known as Unlawful Exile, and the Westshan United. So I don't really know what the status of next week's battle is, because I know he's been dealing with stuff, and I think he's behind a little bit on battles, so I don't know when we'll get to play him, or if we'll play him, or a replacement coach. I don't entirely know how that's going to work out, or like what day next week I'll be able to upload it. So just kind of keep tuned to whenever the next PPL battle is. It will happen at some point. So yeah, that's about all I got for you. And I will see you whatever day that decides to be, and it should be about that. Let me know your thoughts on the battle, and I'll see you next time. So, thanks for watching, and until then, guys, stay sly.